So Angel, I just want to get your thoughts on the game today and just the case about just what really happened.
No, you start. I'm excited about where we've been for the last 4 games. I think we've come out with energy. I think we've been communicating way better than we have in the past, and I think we're continuing to grow as a team. But I think everybody really stepped up and did what they needed to do today in order for us to pull out this win.
Alyssa.
Angel, it feels like you've been getting more touches in the low post the past couple of games. You just talked about capitalizing.
Yeah, when Mill's not here, I try to take advantage of it as much as I can because I mean she's a great post player and we let her work when she works. And I think kind of this offseason I tried to work me being able to drive to the basket and get to the finishing. Like I kind of said earlier, like I had a storm. I went through a storm for the first 8 games where I couldn't finish and it was frustrating. But I trusted my work and my teammates trusted my work and finally coming through and finally finishing efficiently and it's leading to wins for us.
With Rob, second row.
Hey, Angel, Ariel, Rob, not minutes. What happened in the fourth quarter? What specifically turned it around for you all? Obviously, you up 12 in the third, made a huge run, and you know basketball is a game of runs.
Yeah.
But what turned it around for you all in that fourth quarter to take control?
Yeah, I think we just wanted it more. I think we built off each other's energy. I was super hyped, almost got thrown out, but it's cool. Yeah, I just think we just really wanted it and everybody stepped up tonight and played their role. And I think just being able to know this team was still down. I think we've seen it before when Sloop went down, like being able to have Mill out and everybody just coming together and wanting to win. So I'm really happy. I mean, kudos to E. She's done a great job stepping up and being in that role. I mean, a lot of times you have a vet like that where she brings the right energy every single day. She's super positive. She knows a lot. She's experienced, and I'm really happy where she is because she continues to grow.
Go to the second row, right? Angel Reese from the Peach Basket, so 24 points, 16 rebounds, and you was on the glass throughout the entire game. So you kind of explain how big of that just to get the second half opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times when I get the rebound, last year, maybe one game this year, I will go right back up and be 3 people around me. And now we have amazing shooters where I can just kick it out and they make the 3. And that's why I have 7 assists. So I think it just disappoints. I mean, when you get rebounds, it's never a negative. Like when somebody can't stop you on the boards, I mean, at least 10 more points for us. I look at it as positive. Everybody looks at it as a negative, but I look at it as a positive. I only have 4 boards, so it wasn't just me bounce tonight. So yeah.
We'll go to the back.
Angel, talk to us about your defensive prowess in your constantly evolving games.
I love defense. I think coming from a rival, being defensive player of the year, I think just being able to guard my yard, I take it very personal. Like, I don't want nobody to bust my ass. So just being able to come out and have that fight and not just doing it for myself and my matchup, but being there for my teammates and stepping up. I think Azure is obviously a great player. She came out again and shot the ball really well. And I think I did a good job again second half slowing it down. But yeah, I take pride in my defense. Yeah, I think it leads to offense. Defense leads to offense, and I think we just get wins like that.
Right side.
Angel, the stat line that you mentioned, it's only the 4th time in league history someone's put up your stat line. 2 of them were in the building. Smith.
That's crazy.
And you've worked with
I'm sorry. That's legend status.
you've worked with decent off season as well. But 2 years in the league, hear your name mentioned alongside these great players. What does it tell you about yourself and where you've gone and where you came?
Yeah, I'm just trusting my work. I mean, I put my head down every day and just grind. And that's all I do. I don't do it for cameras. I don't do it for publicity. I don't post me in the gym and I'm not going to. Like, I'll put my head down every day and work. I'm very versatile in what I do on and off the court, and I prioritize when I'm at work. When I'm at work, it's time for work, and I come here every day and try to do everything for my teammates and whatever comes up about it. I mean, I talk to Lisa all the time. Congratulations to Candace, obviously, everything she's done for not just our organization, but for all the organizations that she's impacted. I've watched her since I was a little girl, so it means a lot to me to be able to be named with such great players and just continue to be something that I know that I can just be better every day and just continue to be great.
Yeah, Angel, I want to know what
Y'all don't got no questions for Ariel?
was there a more intense energy tonight? I know Sparks games are always intense, but with the atmosphere, was it even more intense? And you're also going to be, there's going to be another Reese in this building too. You talk real quick about your brother Julie and getting signed by the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so proud of my brother. Obviously, it makes me super emotional just because I know his journey. And obviously the work isn't done yet. Being able to come here, I think he got here today. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, well, he gets here at 4. So I'm really happy for him. I mean, knowing my mom and everything she put into a single mom, days, long nights, when my grandparents had to take us, and I see my mom for a couple days, and just knowing, I know my mom is really proud, and I'm just really proud of my brother, and I really hope he gets the opportunity to play in the league because I know he deserves it.
So, question for both of you, ladies being in today's game, see the celebration on Candace points. Just so, how do you guys feel about the game of basketball for the WNBA, just yourselves also having on to that in the society around you?
Yeah. I think it's huge. I think the biggest thing about nights like tonight is you have little girls like me and Angel who we only know the WNBA. You know, there was a time where women had to go find other leagues to participate in, but now it's all we know. And now you have not just little girls, but little boys too looking up to this league. And so I think it's a testament to everyone that has been a part of this league, but the people that are in this league, generational player. She changed this game when she came into it, just her versatility. I mean, what can't you do, you know? So I think when you talk about players like that, it has just continued to grow this game and help it be better on the day to day.
Good, Christian, front row on your left. Last few.
Hey, quick question. So as a big, your hands are constantly in the passing lane, you're constantly getting steals. Can you just talk about how you develop that part of your game? Just getting steals as a big and you know how you got to that.
I only had one tonight. I thought I had more. But yeah, just trying to come up with it. Obviously, being there for my teammates. When I was younger, I was a point guard. So point guards kind of have the hardest job on the court. We debate that in the locker room a little bit. Just being able to be there for my teammates and be in the passing lane. Obviously, I'm on film every single time when I'm not in the plug. So I try to get there and be there for my team so I don't have to be on the film. So yeah, just being there and just it's trying to push through and just get things for my team.
Front row on your left.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. Hi, Angel, Austin Franklin. You had 24 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, and 38 minutes of work. Just an incredible game today. Seemed like you're in the zone. I'd love to know what's that feeling like when you're in the zone and you're locked in like you were today, because I think it would be around the leagues we talked about.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I struggled in the first 9 games, and not being where I should have been. And obviously it happens. And I was very hard on myself. Tough conversations with myself, tough conversations with people that kept it real with me and telling me what I needed to work on and what I needed to be better at. Also just getting a long time where I'm being a point guard, I'm being a 5, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, and guarding all 5 positions too. So just trying to come up with that. But obviously, like I said, I trust my work. I have great conversations with Lisa. I talk to Teaspoon every single day. And just being able to have great people in my corner that really push me and know my potential.
We'll go to Alyssa, second row.
Hey, Ariel,
Ask her all the
Going out of
questions.
here.
I'll ask you to speak on behalf of the guard group for you guys,
Mhm.
second night in a row where your 3-point shooting was just excellent.
Mhm.
Can you just talk about like, you guys staying confident through, you know, this stretch of the season?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think he has said it not too long ago. It's just contagious for us, our guard group. We really enjoy each other. We love working with each other, and I think he had a phenomenal 2 right now. We just gets contagious, and I think the big thing about it is staying confident within our shot. We're shooters. We know why we were brought here. We know what we were brought here to do. Sometimes you just got to shoot yourself out of it, and right now we're shooting the ball well, and we're going to continue to do that. Continue to find each other, but I also think getting each other easier shots has been important too.
Final 2 questions. We'll stay on the right side of the room.
Charlotte, Empire 360 News. This is for both of you guys. There's been a debate about what's the toughest position right now that doesn't yet into the 4 and the
Thank you.
1. I want to like know you guys' opinion, which one you think is the toughest and hardest, especially after the game tonight that you're going against Erica and then you and KP having your matchup.
We've had this debate actually for the past couple of days.
Yeah.
In the locker room. And for Michaela plays the 3 and the 4, so she thinks that the 3 is harder. Beck has played the 3 and the 4, so she thinks the 4 is harder. I think the hardest is the 4. I don't care what you say. We were running, sprinting to screens, getting over screens, finishing. I think we're doing it all. So I think for me, the best players in this league are the 4s. Let's be honest here.
I don't think that answered the question. I will say the 4 position in our league is heavily loaded. It's a heavy position. Obviously, I'm a guard. I'm a two guard and playing between the 1 and 2. So I would say I run on the baseline more often. Sometimes she stops at the top of the key. So I'm gonna give it to the guards.
I don't trail for threes.
No, you don't, but why do you need to run all the way down to?
Question, everyone talk about your rebound or shooting, but I want to put the passing and playmaking.
Yeah.
Because you have more opportunities or because of hard work.
Yeah. Like I said, when I was younger, I used to be a point guard. And I think just being able to be super versatile. If you look at a lot of the great players, Jokic, look at Giannis, obviously Candace, and just being able to be super versatile and like a unicorn. Satu talks about it a lot, like being 6'3", 6'4", being able to bring the ball up, like that's something that's the new norm. And being able to pass to my teammates, I think I make some great passes to them and I give them a lot of energy because I celebrate after the pass a lot of the times, and they finish it because we have great shooters and we have such great finishers. So it makes my job easy. But I'm really happy where we are right now, and I think we're in a group now, and I'm really proud to be going home.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Be next.
All right, coach, so you guys shot 42% from three. You said in the pregame that you really wanted to get some better looks. Kind of walk us through what you looked at in film and how you guys were able to get better shots today and shoot better from behind the arc.
I think that it started with Elizabeth and Angel's aggression getting into the paint. I think that they set the tone early and it opened up some outside shots for us as the game went on. But those two asserted themselves and really those 40 points in the paint. That's around the number that we want to get to. We managed to knock down some shots the other night against Golden State, but our paint production wasn't where we're used to having it throughout the season. And tonight I thought that our two post players made a really concerted effort to get into the paint, and that again loosened everything up for our guards from the outside.
Good, Brian and Jared.
Coach, speak if you will. She was plus, and so last time I checked in her minutes on before. Can you speak to just how she's been able to just kind of impact you guys and also
Man, yeah, she's a true professional. She understands that. I think she came out of the Golden State game feeling like she didn't really give us enough, and she came into this one with the mindset of just being aggressive and being in the right position defensively. And I mean, it's she was all over the place offensively and defensively. Played 35 minutes tonight, so she managed the load today, and she was just she was great for us. She was great.
I just had one about the guard. So Rachel bad in the last couple of games. So I think she's done a really good job of just taking care of the ball. Just what you see from her.
I can't say enough about Rachel. Her steadiness, her poise, her ability to handle pressure has really just kind of gave us a sense of calm throughout the game. And there's moments where I probably need to get her off, but don't want to get her off just to give her a quick blow. But she's handled that point guard spot over the last few games with incredible poise, and that's what you get from a vet like her. And so she understands her teammates, she understands positioning, she understands how to get them open and things like that. And so she was amazing tonight.
We'll go to Jared. Coach.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about the officiating throughout the season and, coaches and players speaking out about it. Going to that third quarter, there was Angel got an attack, and it just seemed like there was a little bit of a confusion on why that was. Can you just speak on that moment and just how, the officiating has been for her and for the league as a whole?
Yeah, officiating is a tough job. We all understand that. I think that sometimes whether it's Angel, whether it's anyone in the league, I think that you got to be, as an official, you would think that you have to be, somewhat objective to the passion that exudes sometimes. That, you don't, as a player, you got to toe the line between what's disrespectful and what's not. But I think more often than not, Angel's plays with a lot of passion, and we don't want to take that out the game for anyone. You play it to have fun. It's a game at the end of the day. It's here to entertain. And so, we didn't see an issue with it, but it is what it is.
Front row, you're right.
Coach, Angel talked about how towards the end of the game, you guys should have wanted it more as a team. How would you say the team handled, the pressure, expanding the environment, being not only here in LA, Candace Parker, all of that, just kind of got the job done tonight?
Yeah, I think that I don't think that our team falls or gives into that type of pressure. I think that we focus on one game at a time, and we've got enough with our team to kind of focus on going into each game to where that's what the mindset is. And so it's about doing our job individually, how to help the next person do theirs collectively. And I think when you focus on that, you're able to handle the big moments like this. And so, for us, this isn't the first nationally televised game that we've been on this year. And so, we just want to have the mindset of sticking together and fighting through and correcting the mistakes that existed last game. We don't want to, dwell on what was or wasn't last game, and we don't want to look forward to beyond this game. We just want to stay in the moment and play in the moment.
Go back to Brian.
Coach, Angel put up a big time stat line for you today. Can you just kind of speak to what you liked about some of the things that she's done as far as just being able to kind of get the game to the next level?
Man, she was incredible tonight. 38 minutes. She pushed through, obviously missing Camilla. She had to do a little bit more, and just her ability to be in every area of the floor tonight and the last few games have had such an impact on us. And you can't say enough. I think that you can get caught up in the numbers, and as rightfully so, because they're amazing, but it's little things that she does as well that don't really get the notice, and just her ability to relieve pressure while handling, her ability to push it in transition, her ability to initiate offense, obviously her rebounding, like she does everything, and she's capable of doing everything and nightly. And so players with that kind of responsibility, you trust in them. You got to let them know that you trust them, and the team lets them know that they trust her. But you just want to put her in positions where she can be effective at all times, and it allows you to, when you have a skill set like her, it allows her to still be effective when other areas of the game just aren't clicking that day. And it may not be your night scoring the ball, but she can be effective rebounding and passing and defending and screening, all those types of areas. And so she's found a way, and it just speaks to her maturity and how she's growing into this new position and new system, and she's thriving right now. So
Good, Alyssa, second row.
Coach, two quick ones for you. First one, were you a little nervous keeping Angel in the game of the house?
yes and no. I think that my focus was just on winning, and so and she was a catalyst to that. And so we felt good about it. We wanted to trust her with it, and she did a great job of managing that.
And then I know you talked about like with rotations, you kind of just go the hot hand or that kind of thing. Is that kind of why Amy didn't get in as much as with Rachel and others were just hitting?
Yeah, and wanted to give Mariah a look tonight, so she got that first go around in the backup point minutes, and I like the minutes that she gave us, and found a couple minutes to slide Haley in there in the second half, and she gave us some good minutes for that time as well. And so both of them had two assists each respectively, and took care of the ball, no turnovers. So they gave us exactly what we needed in those moments. But ultimately, it just Rachel was the one that we wanted in there for the majority of the game, and handle that responsibility. But tonight it was a total team win. Even the few minutes that Michaela played tonight were big minutes for us. Kia was great off the bench again, and it's just a total team win.
Back left.
Coach, Angel Robinson, NBA. Saw the whole coaching staff come over and give Candace Parker a big hug and share their greetings with her. Can you tell us what Candace has meant to the women's game from your perspective, your thoughts and your stories, and then also what you all look forward to when she has her day up in Chicago?
Yeah, I think that to talk about the impact that she's had on the women's game kind of undersells it a little bit. I think she's had an impact on the game of basketball. I think that it's very, I said earlier, it's hard to tell the story of the W without Candace. It's hard to really tell the story of basketball without Candace. What she's meant as a trailblazer for the women's game, and being able to explore other opportunities even outside of playing still is impactful as well. And she's just great and excels in everything that she does. The work ethic and the passion that she puts forth is something that jumps out at you. And all you got to do is talk to her for a few minutes, and you can just feel the wisdom, the experience, the knowledge that she has. And I was blessed to be around her for a year in Vegas and still continue to have a good relationship with her. And I think that the best thing that I can say is that as impactful as she was on the court, she's even more impactful off the court with the character that she exudes each and every day. And so, the game obviously misses her, but we still have her in other capacities, and we continue to look forward to how she thrives in that respect as well. And we'll look forward to having our day in Chicago later this season against the Aces.